What's going on, guys? FlameHorizon here, coming at you with ICBA Week 2 against Darude Leaf Storm and his Aberdeen Azelfs. As you guys may know that we did face off in IBL Week 1, and he demolished me with a Calm Mind Selby. So let's hope that this week we are able to, get a victory, and hopefully pull a W this week. So we're going to get right into the match. I just brought Budget Chomp Drud again. I think a Choice Scarfed Hoopa Unbound. I brought Mega Alakazam. I brought GODBRAY back. And AV Incineroar, and the same two sets from last week of these, except I think this one has Leech Life. So we're going to get right into this battle. And I'm trying to be kind of quiet because there is company over, so I don't know. I'll probably boost the audio. But he does lead off with Genesect as I lead off with my Druddigan. I knew I could live in Ice Beam, so I stayed in and clicked Fire Punch, but he's going to U-turn out, but he's going to take the Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet damage. So that is about 25, almost 30% of his health gone right off the bat as he goes out into his Mighty Anna. And this thing, it's very bulky, as we will see. I know that there's that Intimidate drop, but it is very bulky too. I think it's fully Fizz Def. I'd have to double check the message that he sent me because I asked him what his spread was. However, I'm going to switch out and go right into my own Intimidate Mon, which is my Incineroar. I am AV this week as I was last week. I think I'm actually max HP, so different set than last week. As he goes for the Taunt. So I think he was expecting me to try to go for Stealth Rocks that turn, and I was not going to, let him do that. So he does go for the Protect. So I'm like, oh, this is a Toxic Stalling set, isn't it? Don't be a Toxic Stalling set. That would be lame. That's what I was thinking when I was playing him. And we'll see that he does go for the Toxic. So this is a Toxic Stalling set, unfortunately. So this thing is actually going to be quite the nuisance. I hate Pokemon that just sit there and try to Toxic Stall you the whole game. I'm actually going to turn my audio up real quick here to about 75%. But then I go out into my Galvantula after clicking U-turn, doing quite a chunk of damage to this thing. And I do believe I go right for the Sticky Web. I went for the Bug Buzz because I wanted to try to take that thing out. But then we will see that I go for the Volt Switch because I'm not staying in against this thing. I don't want to stay in against this thing. Who would? And I go right back out into Budget Chomp. As he goes for the Hydro Pump, which isn't going to do a lot. It is with 33 damage. And then he's just going to go for the Volt Switch. As I get up my rocks this turn, I think. As he goes right back out into his Mighty Anna. I do believe I go for my rocks this turn. Yes, I go for my rocks. Perfect. It's exactly what I needed. Because it weakens his Victini. And I know he had one more thing. At least one more thing that was weak to it. I know he probably had one more. But he does get the Toxic off on this thing. So I'm literally just letting this thing die. He should have just hit me up with Throat Chop is what he had. But let's go for the Dragon Claw. That does quite a huge chunk. But he is going to go for the Protect next turn, I'm pretty sure. Right? No, he actually hard switches right into his Rotom. Which is unfortunate for him because I go for this Dragon Claw and it weakens him very significantly. And now he's forced to make a decision to either try to take me out or let me hit him as he defogs. He's actually going to go for the Volt Switch, however, and take me out. So that is Budget Chomp dead. However, it's not really that big of a deal. He goes out into Sideswipe, and my direct counter switching is my AV Intimidate Incineroar. Because this is a physical set, as we've seen the U-turn. I believe later on we'll see that he has more physical moves. This is mainly a physical attacker. But he does U-turn out, go right back into his Mighty Anna, as I believe I clicked U-turn, right? I either clicked U-turn or Flare Blitz. I clicked U-turn. So there goes Mighty Anna down, giving him momentum in this situation. So he did sack Mighty Anna there. I go out into Galvantula Spouter as he goes out into Jolteon. So I do believe I just get up my webs here as he pops. Oh no, he goes for Wish. This is the Wish passing Jolteon, which actually isn't going to do its job. as we'll see. It's also quick feet, so not volt absorb. So I could hit it. I could have hit it up with a thunder. He didn't have an electric immunity, so I could have hit that thing up with a thunder. Alright, he does go out into his Victini there and gets caught by the sticky web, as I believe I go for the bug buzz. So now I know I guaranteed outspeed this thing because of the sticky webs. But he does get that wish off, so that's unfortunate. I'm just going to go for the volt switch to get out of there because I'm not going to be taking any fire type moves. I don't want that in my life, and I go right out into my Incineroar to intimidate this thing because it is a physical attacker. Normally run that way. And he goes for the U-turn. So good play on his part, getting momentum on his end, and everything is going, good for him. He does go out into Housework, though, which is his Rotom. And I believe he's just going to defog here. I'm going to click U-turn because I didn't expect him to go for... I know I go for Fake Out, hoping to, take it out, and he lives on 1 health. I was kind of mad, to tell you the truth. But we will see that he's just going to go for the defog to get rid of my hazards. So, good play on his part. But I do go for the U-turn, wanting to take this thing out. I didn't expect him to go for the Hydro Pump. I did expect him to go for the defog there because I knew he wouldn't want my hazards. But that's 2 kills for Incineroar. And then I just go out into GODBRAY because there's really nothing he can do to me. Because I calced a Ice Beam, and Ice Beam doesn't kill even at +1. He's just going to go for the U-turn and give me that, good old +1 in defense. And GODBRAY is just going to put in the work here because he goes out into Dugtrio here. And the next turn, we'll see what Dugtrio goes for and how pitiful Dugtrio actually is. Watch this. He's going for a Ground Z move. It's Ground EMZ Earthquake. Watch how much this Tectonic Rage does. Just watch it. I'm at +1, I know, but just watch. That was super pitiful. Even though that did quite a bit, that was still super pitiful. And I really love Mudbray. So he sends in his Jolteon, and the only way he could take me out is if he had HP Ice, but he does not have HP Ice. He goes for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is not enough to take me out. He does get the Svidef drop, but it's not going to really come into effect. And I go for the Earthquake, and GODBRAY is getting another 2 kills this week, which is, top-notch stuff. I am very proud of that moment right there. As we will see, he goes into the Victini and just goes for V-Create and takes me out. He said if I was a little bit lower, he had Flame Charge, and then he would have, been able to win the game. So, but I was fearing Scarf Victini, but it's a good thing. Then I go out into Spouter. Sorry about that. As he switches out into Sideswipe, as I believe I just went for the Volt Switch. And I went for Sticky Webs again, because I knew I needed to be able to outspeed stuff. But he goes for X-Scissor, which is enough to take me out. I do know that this is a Scarf set, so I do just have to go right into my Incineroar to intimidate this and know that I can live any hit from this. I calced it. I had 45% HP. He did 42 max if he wasn't adamant, and he wasn't adamant. So I am able to go for the Flare Blitz to take this thing out. And Incineroar does get 3 kills this week, which is very, very good. It does go down to the recoil there, so differential's kind of down. But he does go out into his Victini, and then I just have left over, Scarf, Hoopa, and Bound. I don't know. Do you think Hoopa and Bound is going to be able to take out a Victini? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be able to take it out. I think it's going to... yeah, it took it out. So that is the game right there. GG to Darude and his team. His team was kind of scary to prep for. That Genesect scared the crap out of me. But he also said that he had a very poor matchup, specifically because, Hoopa U is just awful against so many teams. It just tears through so many teams. It's really hard to prep for, and I'm surprised that a lot of leagues even allow it now. But be sure to go check out Darude down below. I will link him, and check out all the other coaches as well. Go check out my Twitter. I post on there as often as I can. Go check out the ICBA YouTube channel. Go check out the ICBA Twitter. And be sure to like this video and subscribe if you are new. Supports the channel, lets me know that people like the video, and if you don't like it, go ahead and tell me why. Leave a dislike, tell me why you didn't like the video, because I do want to improve on my content as much as possible. Summer's coming up, and I'm going to start producing a lot more videos in the future. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to, as I said, smack that like button. Support the Orangi Foundation and bringing that meme back. subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in the next video. That whole outro is not just to make it over 10 minutes. Take care.